we're gonna go slay a magic dragon that was actually a dude once. You know, no one knows.
He wasn't a dude once.
He was a dude.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah.
He was a scaleless dragon.
Was he just a dragon that liked to practice sorcery?
He was a dragon that was born with no scales, so he got bullied by the other dragons for having no scales, hence his name, Sif the Scaleless. So that he started studying sorcery as a means of making his own scales, but that led him into research into crystal sorcery, which is what eventually drove him insane.
Okay, so I was wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I thought he was like a sorcerer and then got mad with power and then turned into like a being of power.
Nope. He was just a dragon.
I need 3 humanity. I'll use it
yes.
to win.
Perfect.
Okay. Oh, we're
Yeah. It's chill.
So I played a new indie game this week.
Yeah, talk about this.
I played Raji, an Ancient Epic, which is based on like Hindu mythology. So it's like,
it's Hindu and something else. Let me look up what it is.
yeah, I don't know if it's Buddhist or different one.
I don't think it's Buddhist.
They talk about Buddha in the game.
They do, because that's part of it, but Buddha isn't really a mythology.
Yeah, I agree. Did you find it?
I'm going to. I'm currently looking. Okay. I was hoping the Twitter would say it like right away.
Respect that. Well, while he's looking that up, basically, it's like a very story driven. It has hack and slash type combat slash gameplay, pretty linear, but it's super interesting. You get to learn a bit about, some Indian culture and the mythology of Hinduism, and the other one we're not quite sure of, which Josh is looking up. But it was super cool, and I had a great time, and I would recommend it. Am I... Okay.
Yeah, you're fine. You got it.
You got it.
I love it when you can just find the press kit for things straight off the bat.
Path ahead. Thanks, devs. Okay. What's
it doesn't
up, Moonlight
say on the
Butterflies?
website. It says it takes place in ancient India. In the indie world video it talked about, it said Hinduism and the other specific one. I'll try and find it.
Yeah, it's probably a good like Google search away.
Yeah, I went to the Twitter and their website because I thought that would do it.
Yeah. Ready for man-eating clams?
Everyone hates... Dude, my homies hate man-eating clams.
Oh, I don't mind them. No, I actually do hate them. Let's be real.
They are awful.
Okay. I would like to kill these guys before I go fight Seath. Because they do sometimes like to show up, like after the fight. What item you got? A purging stone?
That's actually very good for our purposes.
It is. I've not been cursed yet.
That's true. We also skipped depths, and that's like the big
Oh, that's
front
true.
of it.
Little frog boys.
Every news outlet just reports it as like Indian, which is like on one hand I feel like that's fair because it's multiple Indian like mythologies.
Oh, this is rough. Alexander Clamilton. He's a clam.
Yeah, I can't find it. Wait, is this it? Yeah, they just say India in like all news outlets.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's Indian culture. It's dope. It's like visually really cool because we don't see a lot of that architecture and style and art here in the West.
Yeah, not super popular in Western gaming. But it's like, it gives me hope that we might see more of that later.
Yeah.
Meow. Come on,
Case
you
that doesn't
had
come
to have
through
heard
in-
my cat.
Look, I don't know. It depends on how loud it was.
You at home, if you could hear my cat meow, you have
Like, comment,
to
subscribe.
like this video and subscribe.
Like, comment, subscribe. Yeah, Indian culture in general is something that we don't see a lot of it in like our art and media in general, and especially not games. As far as
Yeah.
games go, we are like the gaming world is so isolated in its like influences.
Yeah. It's really nice to see that representation. Just kind of experience something fresh, something that, you might not know a lot about, and you get a little bit of education while you're having fun.
You really liked it. It wasn't a long
I
game.
did.
You told me, but you really enjoyed your time with it.
Yeah, it's short, and at first glance it does seem overpriced, but also you can tell they put a lot of work into this game. And also it's just really unique. And I can't stress it enough, you get to learn about someone else's culture. What the heck?
Yeah, it's tough to put a price on a game because we, here in the West, time is money is the whole thing that we're about. So when we put
Other
money into
countries
a
are
game,
not like that.
well, other countries are not like that, but because gaming has been around so long and it's progressed so linearly for a lot of its history, I think a result of that is that we feel entitled to a certain amount of content in a game or playtime in a game based on a price point.
Seath, my man.
But that's not always the case because Raji is what, normally $25 is the average price point.
I thought it was 20. And I
might
got
be.
I got a discount because of my Nintendo points.
Yeah, so it might have been 20. And that's a pretty standard
Ow.
price point for indie games, to be fair. I'm sure people will look at it down the line and compare it to Shovel Knight, because Shovel Knight is like one of the most commonly known indies.
Oh my. Yeah. I wonder if there's any summons for this fight. I've probably ruined it. It's probably like Kirk or something. Is it Big Hat Bogan? Yeah, go ahead and look it up.
then my recording stopped at some point.
How does that happen?
I don't know what on earth is happening with my recording. I should have enough memory for this, so I don't know what the deal is.
Yeah.
So again, sorry. Sorry to future Josh and to future people. I'll figure out what's happening as best I can. To summarize everything I've been saying, because I don't know when I got cut off. We like to compare things, because we like to compare and contrast to make points. And so when comparing indie games, I feel like the very common comparison is Shovel Knight, because it's a very well-known and successful indie. But Shovel Knight's success is so, like, its level of success is so rare and hard to compare to. And they delivered so much content for its original price point that honestly, they didn't have to do. That's okay.
Interesting. Usually there's particle effects, but we do not have those today.
We don't, but I feel like they're pretty minor at that point in the cave as well.
Yeah.
And Shovel Knight is at a similar price point. It's at like $25 these days, I think, for Treasure Trove, which is like every campaign and expansion they've done.
It's a lot of content.
Yeah, so I'm sure people will look at Raji down the road and be like, what a ripoff. But I think that's close-minded and dumb, honestly.
Yeah, well, it's like an introduction into a new space, I feel like.
Well, it's an introduction to a new space, and time of play does not mean better quality of play.
No.
You know, not every story told has to be a grand epic. If you can tell your story, like, if I'm trying to tell you the story of like, oh, I saw a pretty flower on a walk today. That takes 5 seconds to tell. I don't need to take an hour to tell you a story about how I saw a pretty flower on a walk. And the same thing goes for storytelling of all forms and mediums. Like, if your game takes 10 hours to like fully enjoy and like experience, you know, don't overstay your welcome. You're good. You did it. Congrats. We just need to like have a mental adjustment, I think.
Mm-hmm. I think there's a fog gate there now.
There is.
So the clams can't follow me through.
Correct.
Okay. Sorry, man-eating clams. Got iframes in this fog gate. Sorry, Seat the Scaleless. Wow. Do you think he became proud of having no scales and that's why he's named that? Or like, that's what he's called and that he's still getting bullied?
No, that just became his title. He became infamous after he helped Gwyn kill all the other dragons.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's part of the intro cutscene. It's Seath the Scaleless betrayed his own is the line.
Interesting. Seath. Seath, oh man.
I'm not seeing a summon for this, so I think it's just you.
But, which is fine. I can do it eventually. Does he have a tail?
Yes. You cut it for Moonlight Greatsword, but that has a faith requirement, I think, or an intelligence requirement. I think it's intelligence, because it's sorcery.
Yeah, that would make sense. Seath. Where? Cannot see.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to jump. Seath.
Yeah, you gotta keep an eye on Seath for this.
Oh, he does the tail slam.
Yep. He goes on a rampage. He'll tail slam. He has like a spin attack, I think, as well. If you spend too much time behind him. He's got a pretty wide diversity of moves.
Hello?
Nice.
Okay, I think I understand now. Okay.
Floppy Souls is really helping with the crystal department.
I agree. It's like not... The crystal attacks aren't working correctly. This is crazy.
Mm-hmm. It's his most brutal attack, in my opinion. So not lore, but information about the battle. Seath applies a status that we haven't actually dealt with in this playthrough called Curse. Curse really sucks. Just like any other status effect, it gets applied to you as soon as the meter for it fills up. And Seath. Getting Curse immediately kills you. Turns you to your last bonfire, but it also has a secondary effect after you die by it. And having the Curse status effect means that your maximum health is actually reduced, I believe, to half of its normal maximum. And the only way to remove that is to either visit like a certain NPC and pay to get it removed, or to use an item called the Purging Stone, which luckily we got from some of the man-eating clams, which is exactly why they give them as drops.
Yeah.
So Seath tries to apply this effect to you with these like breath attacks that we're not really seeing because of Floppy Souls, but those crystals on the ground that sometimes pop up are the result of that breath attack. Being in them for too long applies the curse effect, and it's a killer for this fight. But luckily Floppy Souls is putting them actually below the arena to a certain degree and kind of all over the place, so they're not as big a deal as they could be.
Yeah, so my original thought for this fight was like, okay, get behind him. Now I realize that doesn't work.
No,
and that was just me trying to fast track it to the kill.
Yep.
I just have to straight up read.
You can read, honestly, if you stay just right in front of him and just keep an eye out for those physical attacks, you'll be okay.
Oh, I'm getting greedy.
There you go.
Okay, we're good.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah, that wasn't bad.
It's not. It's not as bad a fight as you think it is. Way to go. You so best.
Sweet. I'm so best. Okay, cool. We talked about doing Gwendolyn before doing Gwen.
We did.
Should we do that real quick?
That is your call.
I think it would be fun and quick.
We only have a few minutes left in this episode, like 2 minutes.
No, I don't think I have the ring to do it, and I don't feel like getting it.
That's fair. Did you not get the... you could also kill Guinevere.
No, I still need the ring to access his like lair.
Oh, does it not open up if you kill Guinevere?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Well, then no Gwendolyn, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to like look it up for me and confirm, but I don't think we can. We need the Moonlight something Covenant ring or whatever.
Yeah, you need Dark Moon Seance ring.
Yes, that's it.
Yeah. Sure. This episode is about to wrap up. I'll look it up between episodes.
Okay.
Next time on Combo Move, I guess. We'll be back.
Next time on Combo Move.
If
we probably go fight Gwen.
Yeah, final boss time.
That's the final boss, guys. Next episode could be the finale if I don't die a million times.
Only time will tell.